Yes, thank you very much, DJ Manfred Fig. Thank you so much. And I just always kind of get a chuckle because it just suddenly and abruptly ends the song. It's like, and we're done. So, and we're here. So welcome everyone. This is the Revolution of Love. This is our weekly Sunday Zoom service. If you're brand new, gosh, we're glad that you are here. And even if you're not new and you've been coming to this service for the last year, then gosh, we're really glad you're here. So grateful to be here connecting across the country, from east to west, from north to south. Please do find yourself as present as possible so that way you can get the most out of this time. So with that, we're going to be going Facebook Live in just a moment. And I'm going to ask DECOSTER to kick us off with his music to bless us. DECOSTER.
Hello. Hi, everybody. How are you? Good to see all of you. And today I'm going to start off with a song which is called The Promise of Love. It goes something like this. The promise of love is elusive in the way you're thinking of. So open your heart, let your weary spirit draw the charge. Your new role is cut out for you. Go ahead, do what you do. Don't give up, don't give up, don't give up, don't give up. On the promise of love, on the promise of love. The promise of love should not have to depend on who you are. You're here in this world where everybody wants to raise the bar. Your new role is cut out for you. Go ahead, do what you do. Don't give up, don't give up, don't give up, don't give up. On the promise of love, on the promise of love. Move your body through the maddening crowd. People look at you like you think out loud. Don't you worry about how you feel. The fact you do at all proves you're for real. Oh, squeeze your brain cells until they burst. Without science interspersed. Time to take responsibility for your last part of a greater humanity. The promise of love is a mix of pleasure and pain. So open that door. Never mind if you don't come back again. Your new role is cut out for you. Go ahead, do what you do. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up on the promise of love, on the promise of love. promise of love.
Yes, thank you so much. Let's hear it for DECOSTER, everyone. Let's show them some love. Thank you for blessing us.
So much.
Yes.
Oh, it's a pleasure. It's my pleasure.
Yeah, always wonderful to have you at Roll, Paul. And we're going to be hearing more from DECOSTER as our evening progresses. So happy Sunday, everyone. Grateful to be here. If you're just tuning in, hello, Facebook fam. You might be out there tuning in via Facebook. And if you've never been here and never experienced the Revolution of Love, you're in for a treat. My name is Reverend Felicia Helen Perez-Zader. My pronouns are she, her, hers, they, them, theirs. I am in North Hollywood, so acknowledging the land of the Chumash, Tongva, and the Fernandinho Tataviam people right now. And before we go any further, let us light a candle. So if you have a candle on your end, I invite you to light it right now. And I really want to emphasize tonight, my friends, that this is not a Zoom meeting, that this is a service. So whatever you need to do to really take seriously this time of healing, this time of refuge, then do it. Then do it. Okay, so let's begin. Let's light the candle, and I will pray in my own way, acknowledging that some of you are from very different faith backgrounds or paths. And what do we say? We say that that's all good here. Okay. Yes. Yes. So let us take 3 deep breaths in together. And we breathe in through the nose, breathing in. And exhaling out. Easy does it. And we breathe in again, breathing in through the nose. And exhaling out. It's okay to smile when we do this too. It doesn't have to be too serious. So we breathe in through the nose. Yes. And exhaling out. Falling deeply into the space now with the Holy One, one with many names. One with many names, we come before you. In fact, we just lie before you right now in a state of grace and a state of surrender and feeling your mercy upon us. And blessings upon each and every person that has gathered here. And blessings upon the folks that may watch this at a later time. May we all know how loved we are. May we all remember who we really are, who we truly are. May we reconnect with that in this moment, right now. May anything that obstructs that truth, that knowing, that divinity of our Imago Dei, may that be abolished right now. Anything that obstructs it, anything that takes us away, anything that distracts us from the truth of who we are. And in that place of remembrance, we also come back. We come back to the awareness of who we are to one another. Yes, God. In this place of holy community, we do remember and we do return. This is all we have sometimes, and you know what? It is a good thing. It is very good. Blessings of healing, blankets upon blankets of healing for the folks here tonight. If it is their physical body, if it is their emotional or their or mental wellness, if it is their spiritual growth, however it looks. If it is resources, may that be met. May all needs be met right now. And may healing truly be ushered in right now. And in that healing, may revealing happen right now. Oh, may the steps that need to happen, may those steps be illuminated so brightly right now. And so we know that this is definitely a divine service, that this time has been consecrated by you. Yes. And anything that obstructs that, no. All the lies fall away now. And what is left standing is truly a love that is beyond thoughts and words, that is even beyond maybe our comprehension. Yes. We say yes to this. Yes, we do. Blessings upon all communities, all faith communities, all communities worldwide that are doing this work of healing and of justice and of peace, a positive peace. May we all remember that we are, yes, together in this. And so I'm going to release this word, Great Spirit, one with many names. We know that you hear us and we know that you love us, and that is all there is to do. And so it is. Amen, Amin, Ashe, and Aho. And I am going to pass it over to Taylor X, who will offer our acknowledgements. Taylor X.
You are on mute, Taylor X.
Hello, everybody. Guess who? Taylor X. He, him, his. At this time, we want to take a moment to reflect on the lands on which we reside. We are coming from many places, and we acknowledge the ancestral homelands and traditional territories of indigenous people who have been here since time immemorial, and to recognize that they're still here, fighting for human rights, for lands, and their culture. It is important not only to honor the legacy and the lives of the original caretakers of the land, but continue to build our solidarity with Native peoples across the Americas and across the globe. I'm in beautiful North Hollywood, California, and I acknowledge and honor the people of the land of the Chumash, the Tongva, Fernandinho, and Taravian. Please take a moment to acknowledge the indigenous people of the lands where you're located in the chat. Thank you. Also, we'd like to take this time to acknowledge and honor the many paths and beliefs represented here. We honor all religions, philosophies, ideologies, belief systems, healing modalities, and spiritual perspectives. We honor the life experience and wisdom you have brought here today. We respect you and welcome you into this brave space. And we emphatically state that disrespect, prejudice, discrimination of any kind has no place here. We empower one another through respect and strength to be true revolutionaries of love and justice. We see you, we hear you, we love you. If you have a path, a faith tradition, belief system, please share it in the chat so we can get to know you a little better. And I'd like to thank everyone for sharing the memes for the service. We are growing with lovely people from all across the country and all around the globe. Again, feel free to copy the memes and share them at will. And at Roll, there is one thing we want everyone here and on Facebook to know. I mean, really know this deep down to the marrow of your bones, that you are somebody. You are important. You are a big deal and you matter. We see you, we hear you, and we love you. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. Let's hear it for Taylor X. I love that. I love that piece that you've added on there, Taylor, reminding everybody to know how much they matter and what they are worth, and that we value you at Roll. So thank you for that. And I love to see people in the chat acknowledging the lands and also letting us know who you are by writing your path that you follow, the faith that you follow. We say path here. We're a multi-path ministry. So that's what we call it here at Roll. So welcome once again. If you are just tuning in, it's Reverend Felicia Perez-Zader, and the worship team and you. Here we are. Can't do this without you. So it's our Revolution of Love Sunday night. And let's see, where to begin. This has been rolling. Get it? Rolling. It's been rolling since 2012. December 12th, 2012 was our original or our official launch date in Berkeley, California. And we've been going ever since. Lots of different incarnations of this thing. And so we are just grateful to be here tonight in this moment, celebrating, learning, growing. This is a very interesting service because you can use this as a place to heal. You can use this as a place to raise your consciousness. You can use this as a place to affirm that which you already know. That's really one of the mainstays here, my friends. So utilize it. Utilize this place, utilize this time, utilize this space. I want to give a special shout out, and I can't see them right now, but to Margaret and to David, everybody, it's their 20-year anniversary. So they've been celebrating all week. So David and Margaret, happy 20th anniversary to you. It's just been joyous having you part of the Roll fam. And there might just be a special little surprise at the end. So wink, wink, nudge, nudge, a little special thing that we might just do. So anyway, many blessings. God bless you both dearly. And let's see, we do stand, always have to say this, with Black Lives Matter, the movement for racial equity and racial justice that has been happening for so long. We continue at Roll to dismantle all of the forms of oppression, all the forms of hatred, all the forms of violence that we see in white supremacy and white supremacy culture. So we're very emphatic about this. We provide you with events that you can go to. We point you in directions, say, hey, here's some resources, here's some ways to educate, here's some ways to act. So this is not just a ministry that's feel good and just going to, just some feel good ministry. This is about taking action. This is about creating positive, radical change in the world. There it is. Okay, and we welcome you from all communities and all identities. So yes, that means racial identity, that means sexual orientation, that means gender, that means age, that means ability, that means status, that means class. Anything that I may have not mentioned, I hope I didn't forget anything, but we welcome you, not to do anybody any favors, because we're just delighted that we have a place that is a brave space. Okay, I'm clapping a lot tonight. You can feel free to clap on your end too. In fact, the more energy that you give, then I'll feel that, I will, and then we'll just be rocketed into another dimension. Okay, what happens now, Manny? Yes, what happens is, who knows? We'll just go with it. Kidding aside, Trevor is going to be reading, no. See, I almost forgot our special Roll blessing. I got so ignited. We have to do our blessing. So we say it 3 times now. And what is the blessing? We see you, we hear you, and we love you. So everybody come off mute and let's do it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We see you.
See you.
We hear you.
Hear you.
And we love you.
Love you.
We see you.
See
We
you.
hear you.
Hear you.
And we love you.
And we love
And
you.
again, we see you.
See you.
You.
We hear you.
And
We love you.
woo! Okay. Wonderful. So now we'll reverberate in that for a moment. Reverberate. Take it in, soak it in. And now, yeah, I see some people are going like this. Okay. And now Trevor, please, with our mission statement and our vision statement.
All right. Thank you, Rev. Howdy, y'all. I'm Trevor. He, him, they, them are my pronouns. I currently reside in New Mexico, the ancestral homeland of the Navajo and Apache people. And now I will read the vision statement. Mission statement. An inclusive, diverse global ministry and movement which emphasizes the intersection of inner work and outer work in the world for the purposes of healing and radical change. We embrace people where they are at. Okay, vision statement. The Revolution of Love is a global ministry and movement of spiritual renewal and outreach dedicated to healing, transformation, and action. At the Revolution of Love.
I think Manny's just trying to keep you on your toes tonight.
Yeah. We embrace people where they are at religiously, spiritually, and welcome those who may be agnostic or atheist. It is a brave space, a place of inclusivity and diversity where we celebrate our similarities and our differences. It is a vehicle for change, inspiring and motivating us to change ourselves in the world we live in. At the Revolution of Love, we commit to our highest good. We transform through a heart and mind opening experience, and we claim our divine responsibility and honor to be change agents in the world. We do not enable, co-sign, or align with any system, structure, or policy of hatred, oppression, or violence. We shift into positive peace. We work for transformative justice. We bring about absolute compassion and radical love, and we believe in God with all its names. We are the visionaries and the dreamers, architects of peace, strategists creating a new world of what ought to be today. No matter who you are, what you look like, where you come from, who you love, we welcome you. We love you. The time is now. This is the revolution.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, I think Manny was just wanting us to either well, Manny will talk in just a moment, but this is my conjecture, if you will, hitherto. No, to just let us really reside in each sentence, yeah? Really take it in, absorb it into our bones. Is that right, Manny? And I'm gonna kick it over to you anyway. So was that what was happening there?
It totally was. It had nothing to do with any kind of latency. It was just about being in it. So, you know, thank you, Trevor. Hey, how's it going? My name is Manny Figueroa. I am located in southern Nevada, Las Vegas. My pronouns are he, him, and his. And I am a support and services minister here at the Revolution of Love, and my word to you all is reciprocity. It's really important. You know, sometimes we're really good at giving, or sometimes we're really good at receiving, but you got to do both. So, we've got some announcements. I'm sure you're surprised. And if you didn't know, happy Pride Month, everyone. To kick things off here for the June announcements, actually, even before I go through all that, because I notice, you know, maybe people get a little distracted after the announcements. I'm going to actually post all the links now. So you have them right there. You can grab them whenever, at your will. And then here we go. So please visit our Linktree. You'll see it there at the top for a one-stop shop to be informed of all the latest happenings here at the Revolution of Love. You can sign up for Rev Felicia's midweek boost and connect with the Roll Facebook group and learn of ways to be of service and get into action. Next, remember, the Revolution of Love is a ministry and yeah, I heard you, Evie. Movement. Every week, we present different actions you can take part in. First off, educate yourself. Check out our resources link on our Linktree. Here at the Revolution of Love, we are visionary about what change looks like. Between services, we can educate ourselves so that we may bend the arc towards justice and abolition. On that tip, are you in LA? If so, join Roll tomorrow to be part of the fight to uphold AB 32, which will phase out all private prisons, including immigrant jails. This is in-person action and organized by the Dignity Not Detention Coalition and Shutdown Adelanto Coalition, along with other partners. Let's go and demand GEO and ICE free them all. See you tomorrow, if you're around, June 7th, 9:30 a.m. in Pasadena, outside the U.S. Court of Appeals, 125 South Grand Avenue, Pasadena, California, 91105. Did you get that? JK. Not really. Don't forget as well to go to blacklivesmatter.com and find a chapter near your city. White identified folks also look up a local chapter of Surge showing up for racial justice. There is a .org site. Surge always has events and calls to action. Great way to get involved there. Go to their website to register. Also, please check out the work of CLUE, Clergy, and Lady United for Economic Justice at their cluejustice.org site. Get to know the work of our most recent partner as well, the About My Father's Business, by going to their website, amfb.org. Role is continuing to work with organizations mobilizing for justice and sustainability. Now for an opportunity for you to give back. Time, energy, and currency are needed to keep the Revolution of Love ministry and movement rolling, moving, changing. Your contribution keeps us healthy and sustainable. Please go to our Linktree and donate on the second link provided. And if you cannot contribute in that way, please spread the word. One way is through social media. We're live on Facebook. Facebook fam, always welcome, and we love you. So even there, please, share this service to your pages, participate that way. You can invite people to service via your social networks and off of the social networks. If this experience is meaningful to you, please get the word out. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe to Roll's Love and Ministry and Movement YouTube channel and Rev Felicia's personal channel as well. Everyone can give and participate in some way. Thank you as always for listening, for being here tonight. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Take good care, and we'll see you next time. Love y'all. Back to you, Rev.
Thank you, Manny. Thank you, and thank you once again. I don't know if I formally thank Trevor there for grounding us in our mission and our vision statement. Appreciating that too. Just another word on the action that's in person tomorrow. If you are in the Los Angeles area, I'm going to be there. I was actually just asked to speak at it about 5 minutes ago. So I was going to go anyway, but let's go together. You can message me on Facebook if you're interested, or just go. Manny, maybe you can put that address in the chat for folks if they are in LA. So let's see now, there was one more thing I wanted to, I think, piggyback off of, but I guess that's okay. We'll leave it there. Oh yes, Surge has another action zap on Thursday, showing up for racial justice. There is another action zap. It was posted in the Roll Facebook group. So, hey, if you are someone that really can't get out and be in the live space with people for whatever the reason, right from home, you can take action and be part of their action zaps. And it's really a wonderful experience if you've never done that, if you haven't done that yet. So hope to see you on Thursday. Let's see. Now, I'm going to tell you a little about Paul DeCoster. And we are always so grateful to have Paul. He's been with Roll now off and on for the last, I don't know, it seems like a few years, but very blessed to always be hearing his music and hear from him. So with a master's from the Manhattan School of Music, DeCoster has performed to audiences in the States, in the UK, and China. Combining his mastery of the guitar with poignant, soul-searching lyrics that speak to audiences the world over, his performances have been met with critical acclaim and have led him to play with other well-known artists, such as violinist Deni Bonet from the Carnegie Hall Concert Violinist, Grammy-winning percussionist Rich Kulsar from Lucy Kalantari and the Jazz Cats, and singer, songwriter, producer Fleza Doza, Brooklyn Native Studios, among others. And so I present it to you once again, DECOSTER.
Hi. This is a song which I'd written for a service we did in late May. Wasn't able to finish it in time, but it's here tonight. This is a song called Turning Into a Butterfly. Well, you were all wrapped up in the cocoon you spun, well protected but cut off from everyone, until the day you felt a twitch, like instinct turned on a switch. Soon enough you began to see you looked and acted differently. Turning into a butterfly, you're inside and you're not sure why. Got a good feeling that you can't deny. You can't go back to where you were before. With a future promising so much more. It wasn't long ago, your life was one big crawl. Your movement was too slow to get that far at all. So you began to build a shell. You constructed it so well. You thought you'd live out your days there. The shift inside made you aware. Turning into a butterfly, you're right and you're not sure why. Got a good feeling that you can't deny. You can't go back to where you were before. With a future promising you so much more. Potential comes about to change. Never knew your being at such a range. Now the past that you always dreamed of, but were afraid to become, so natural when you introduce yourself to everyone. Turning into a butterfly, you're inside and you're not sure why. You got a good feeling that you can't deny. You can't go back to where you were before. To the future coming, singing so much
Woo! Woo! Hitting those notes, Paul. Doing it. Doing it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, DECOSTER. And so we're going to get to hear from Paul once again another time. So, but right now let's show him love. It's very important to have that reciprocity flowing and growing. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so let's see if I can let's see what I can do tonight. Okay. Oh, it's been a week, everyone. It's been a week, and I thank you for your prayers and your love and your support. Some of you know that there's been a loss in my family, and with that, I must lift up a theme that has been, even prior to this loss of my cousin, dying unexpectedly of the disease of alcoholism and addiction, the theme that was on my heart and on my mind and in my soul was the theme of honesty. Honesty. It has been my experience that the people that don't make it, and I'm not confining this to people that struggle with alcoholism and addiction, or any with drugs, or any addiction for that matter. The people that don't make it, the people that don't thrive, the people that don't catapult into another level of awareness, where they really love their lives, where they love being alive, where they dive deeply into what it means to be change agents, as we talk about week in, week out here at Roll. That there is an unfortunate incapability to be honest. In the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous, in the 12-step program, it says something about honesty. I remember learning this 20-something years ago. It says that they are such unfortunates, they are not at fault. The people that often don't understand this simple program are people that seem to be constitutionally incapable of being honest with themselves. Amen. And so it would seem, again, expanding this theme, expanding this talk right now outwardly from alcoholism or drugs to what it means to be really alive, in that sense of making it, to really sink your teeth into this life experience, relishing every moment, transforming like the butterfly that Paul just sang about, or being like the hummingbird and getting the nectar from each flower. My friends, that takes an honesty. It takes a bravery that is not for the faint of heart. And so in this moment, I have to stop and say, bless you. Bless you for getting this far. And I don't mean that as I'm saying this, I don't mean that in any kind of condescending way. No. I mean that as bless us that we have gotten this far in this life. Now, I know when we go around a lot of religious or spiritual communities, we hear a lot about the beauty, right? It's, life is beautiful, and we want to focus on that. And absolutely, we want to focus on that and center that. I'm going to just throw a little bit of a thing into this, and that is that life is also really hard, that there is a lot of struggle. And I think that's important to give voice to. And in this theme of honesty, to remember that not all of us are going to make it. Not all of us will be able to delve deeply into our healing, what we talk about at Revolution of Love, the inner work. Not all of us will be open to that, and there will be reasons. There will be resistance due to self-worth. There will be resistance due to maybe lack of connection. Please stay with me on this. This is important stuff. There will be pockets of hurt for people where it may just make them a little too not accessible. Again, bless you for facing those moments that I know you've had, where you have maybe had a very dark night of the soul and found yourself very deep in the struggle. I don't know if it was a physical malady. I don't know if it was a spiritual malady. I don't know if it's mental health malady, emotional. I don't know if it's happening right now. If it is happening for someone right here, right now, I want us to all lift them up right now. Yes. This life is no joke. We are met with struggles on a daily basis, and depending on the identities that you hold and the communities that you are in, you may be met with a lot more than the person in the Zoom box next to you. And we bless you more. We bless you too. We bless you as well. Yes. And so it is in the spirit of honesty that we must enjoin or just join together tonight to be very painstaking about looking at ourselves. I'm going to stick with, I think I'm going to stick within ourselves. I always like making sure we include all the oppression and the violence outwardly in the world. At Roll, we always do that. Remember, it's the inner and the outer, and the inner and the outer. But tonight, I think we'll focus solely on the inner part. So there are two things that come to mind in this spirit of honesty. Well, there's three things. And that is the amount of bravery that it takes to stick in this, this fight, this journey, this life, however you want to call it for yourself right now. You have to be very brave. The other thing is that you must really, really look within and be willing to excavate the places within yourself. And then the last thing, the last thing is to tell the truth. To tell the truth. Okay, so let me ground myself here. I'm going up in the branches of the tree. I can feel it. Okay, and I want to be clear about something that is very critical, because there is an agenda here. There is an agenda, and that agenda is we want to be as spiritually fit and as well in all ways, always, for the reason to be change agents, positive change agents in the world. And so how can we do that if we're not well? It's too challenging. You see people do it, but that can lead to burnout. It can lead to a whole myriad of problems. So we at Roll, we believe in the importance of intentionally healing and intentionally recovering and intentionally growing and intentionally transforming. Yes. I kept hearing, God, help us be honest. Today, I kept hearing that, God, help us be honest, much like a sermon that some of you might remember some time ago during the Hope Cycle, Come Be With Me. This time it was, God, help us be honest. I want to speak to the person that there might be some lie, some lie that has been following you around for too long, whether it's a lie of doubt, whether it's a lie that is about unworthiness, whether it is a lie, a lack of forgiveness for yourself, whether it is the lie of shame. We rebuke it tonight, my friends. I want us to feel right now into an urgency about this, that these lies have no place here, that they have no room anymore. That is how much you are worth. I don't care what you have done. I don't care what we have done. There is a part of us that is always made, and no, there is a part of us that is always deserving of forgiveness and compassion. And so go within right now, everyone. Go within to yourself. Because the first thing I want to address in this theme of honesty is actually the second thing I said a moment ago, and that is to look within. And as you are looking within at yourself, and you are noticing what is there, what are the lies that you have told yourself that are hurtful, that are mean? And maybe they began, most probably they began a long time ago from someone else, from something else. Maybe it was a person, maybe it was an institution, maybe it was a structure, maybe it was a system, I don't know. But those lies, they need to go. And we're going to hold it down here tonight. We're going to hold it down right here, right now, and give space for this to be removed, that compassion can flow in. See, where there's more healing that happens, you know what happens then? Is more compassion flows in. And from that place of compassion that flows in, see, this is why it becomes easier then to be a change agent for justice and for a positive peace. Amen. But first, it's about looking within and saying, what are the lies? Is it a lie? Again, is it a lie? Oh, I'm not worthy? Or is it a lie? I don't matter to people? Is it the lie that you don't matter to yourself? What is it? Get clear on it. Now is the time. What do we say? The time is now. Oh. And if we're going to create this revolution of love, we must be honest with ourselves. So take advantage of this moment. This may be a moment for you that you've never had before. Is it a lie that your life is not worth living? It's time to excavate that right now. That's the first thing. The first thing is looking within. And then the second thing from that place of looking within is being brave. And I know I said it in reverse before, like I said, but whoops, it's being brave. It takes a lot of bravery to do this. This is why a lot of people, they stay like what I've called for many years, the buoy syndrome. They buoy through no fault of their own. And we meet these people, we meet them. And they kind of, you know, they may live a life, maybe they don't survive, maybe they actually do live. But do they really thrive? Are they really in a place of higher consciousness? So this is very brave. When we move into this place of looking at these parts that are very hard, these lies that are very hard, we have to be brave. And I like this second step, if you will, because this is where we can have a lot of fun and we can be reminded of joy and we can be reminded of the effervescence that spirit brings, because this is where God lives. And whatever that is to you, if it's love, if it's a higher self, if it's Buddha, if it's Allah, remember it is here with us right now. And when we remember this, we remember in this bravery that God never loses sight of us, that love never loses sight of you, ever. So what does that mean? That means that even in a moment of absolute despair, where maybe it's that you don't want to live, maybe it's not quite that bad, but you feel that force alongside you. Oh, it's love here. It's God there. It's spirit in me. See, my friends, it's going to mean taking another step into bravery. And when we look at it like this, think about this. When you think about the terrain of this life and all of these forms of violence that we have systematically gone through over months together and the years that this ministry has existed, it makes sense. It makes sense that people don't always make it, that people can't, A, look within, and B, take that extra step into bravery. You're here tonight. You're either on the Facebook or you're on this Zoom. And I'd like to think, and I'd like to believe that that's no accident. And in that no place, that no accident place, that there has been a healing in you. That there has been healing in you to the point where it's your time now. It's your time now. It's our time now. And what I mean by this is we have to carry the message, and we have to do the work. So even if you are struggling right now, there is still something that God has in plan for you. The story is still being written. In fact, even on your best day imagined, it's even better than that. It's even more purposeful than that. So from this first thing of healing and looking within, and number two, the bravery that it really takes to take another step and allow the holy to be with you, is this third piece of, you got to tell the truth and you got to carry the message. We have to do this. It's that serious. People are dying, whether it's a soul death, whether it's a physical death. I know it seems like a lot of responsibility, and you know what it is. And earlier in our vision statement, we said we have a divine honor and a divine responsibility. And if we remember that we're not alone doing this, then again, there is the effervescence and there is a joy about this. Like, let me at it. Let me at it. Let me tell the truth. Let me carry a message of hope. Let me carry a message of change. Let me be the change. Let me do the change. Yes, let me create the change. Be prepared, as Schopenhauer, the philosopher, said, for truth to be made, for when pardon me, truth passes in 3 different stages. It's opposed. It's ridiculed, pardon me. It's violently opposed in the 2nd stage, and then 3rd, it's made self-evident. So if you take on this serious archetype, if you take on this role to carry the message, to tell the truth, it will, yeah, I'm talking to someone right now, it will challenge you. And that's a good thing. That's a very important thing. Behind me is the Tank Man, right? It was the anniversary yesterday. And I'm not saying that we should, that can be a very frightening thing. This is a truth-telling symbol right here. And prayerfully, none of us will end up how he most probably ended up. But we must stand in our truth. We must stand in our truth. And like I said, sometimes that is going to be very hard. And you will be met with resistance. And you will be opposed or ridiculed. But in the end, and look around you right now on this role service, we'll be together in this. We are together in this. Honesty, truth. It does lead to freedom. And it is a freedom that we must get to, and we must take seriously, and we must believe in order for us to shift into a positive piece. There, I finally fit the vision statement line in. We must be very painstaking about who we are and where we are at right now. And when we do that, our compassion levels will rise. And we will be able to take on that much more in a joyful way. Stay sharp, stay brave, stay aware, and stay honest, my friends. That is all for tonight. I will be praying for you throughout the week. Please check in with people. Feel free to check in with me if you need extra support during these momentous times that we get to live through. Be the truth teller. Much love to you. Let us fall into prayer. Let us fall into prayer and feel free to put those prayer requests in the chat. And I want us to just sit for a moment in this place of honesty as we look within, and there's no hurt, harm, or danger. There's no shame here. No. God, we know that you are with us. Love, you encompass us all around. What a love bath this gets to be. We thank you for your dear blessing in our lives, upon our hearts and upon our bodies, upon our minds. Oh, blessing for each person. Bless them. Bless them as they have traveled this terrain that is life, as they continue to. Please let them know that they are innately good. Amplify their imago Dei. Amplify all the parts of themselves, all the aspects to themselves, all of that holiness, knowing that they are being made whole, that they are in fact whole, that in those upper rooms, in those upper dimensions, yes, this is Keter, this is wholeness. God, we love you and we do come before you in all earnestness. We beseech you to forever give us the food and that nourishment, that we may be so bold to look within, and also so brave to take another step towards you, and then do the work of change making. I'm going to turn my focus now and see if there are any prayer requests in that chat. So we will also pray. As I am praying, please do, oh, let's see. We'll just wait. I don't know if there's any prayer requests that have come in. Blessings of Thanksgiving. I will say this, blessings of Thanksgiving upon David and Margaret and their holy union. What a wonderful joy it is to witness them and their love. Let us all learn from it and grow from it and be reminded of all the blessings that they have bestowed upon us. Yes. I would like to lift up our family that is experiencing homelessness, our family that's on the streets. May they not be invisible. May they, in fact, be supported. May we find ways that are truly about sustainability and being there and creating connection. Creating connection. And let's see. Oh, some prayers did come in now. Prayer on behalf of Trevor, a prayer request for refugees everywhere. Yes, and so we lift up all folks that are refugees around the globe. We lift them up and we ask for healing for them. We ask for protection for them. We ask for comfort for them. And we ask for also peace. And on behalf of Manny, a prayer for all of us and those folks, our family that was not here tonight. May we be brave and may we be bold as we go forward. Yes, amen, amen, amen. And on behalf of Evie, prayers for both physical and emotional strength to do the physical and spiritual work and to stay positive within this work. Yes, Evie, we lift you up. Yes, we do. And let's see, from David and Margaret, lifting up all those who crave a light within. May we see the light within them with love and may we ignite it. Yes, Ashe and Amen to that. Yes, and praying for a positive peace, lifting up a prayer for positive peace, recognizing that that is so much more than the absence of violence, but instead praying for safety, for communities, praying for equity, praying for restoration, praying for connection, praying for accessibility to healthcare, to education, praying for all of these things that we say we believe in, and let us work for them, God, in this positive, peaceful way. Give us the strength and the determination and the know-how to know what to do. Set our feet right. Set our feet right and let us stay the course and really believe in this thing called a positive peace. Realizing it is not a utopian, but that it is upon us now. And we must just believe. Okay, and I'll just hold one more moment to see if there's any other prayer requests. Let's just hold for one more moment. And just centering once again, praying for our royal family that journeys with us, that if they may not be here tonight, that wherever they are safe and that they are loved and guided and protected. Yes. Yes, it is truly in this hand of God that we get to reside, in the lap of God and the palm of God, that we get to reside in such a loving way. Holy Parent, it is time to slowly make our way off of this service. And so before we leave this dream, before we leave this vision, before we leave this part of our ceremony, again, we thank you for our lives and we thank you that we get to be here, recognizing that it is sometimes very hard, but let us never forget that you are with us. That love, you are with us. That peace, you are with us, and that joy, you are with us. And we must remember this always, always in this time of reckoning, in the times of tribulation. It is a lot to hold. This life is so complex, but we know that you are with us, and so we forever give thanks, lifting up the royal family right now, again and again, in peace and in a blanket of gratitude. And we pray this in your holy name, saying, and so it is. Amen. Amen. Ashe. Aho. Aho. Just hold one more moment, please. Okay. Okay, blessings. And we will move to DECOSTER, who will be singing us out.
I want to thank everybody for this beautiful service. And to sing us out, I'm going to sing a song called If You Want Peace. Sit in silence with your eyes closed. Face your shadow, sad alone. Feel the breath inside of you. Feel the breath inside of you. It's here you can be what you want to. If you want peace, start with yourself. Look within and you need help. The answers were given to you the moment that you were born. Stare as the sunset paints the sky, heading out west for a long goodbye. Finally there is a place for your gaze, where you won't be judged for your wicked ways. If you want peace, start with yourself. Look within and you need help. The answers were given to you the moment that you were born. You may not know that you need it, but I praise you. Say that in the mirror, it does hate you at first, but it's treating you at your worst. And it's really not that bad, right? You want you. You want Moon and stars come out to play, setting the scene to end your day. And in this space you can show your worth on energy, smiling down on earth. If you want peace, start with yourself. Look within, you need help. The answers to you the moment that you were born. The moment that you were born. The moment that you were born.
Thank you so very much. And Paul, I think you were going to sing something for our beloved Margaret and David. Yes.
Yes. Okay, I do actually. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary, dear David and Margaret. Happy anniversary to you.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you for
Blessings. We love you, Margaret. We love you, David.
We love you, Margaret and David. Thank you so much.
Yes. And thank you, Paul.
Thank you so much for clapping along. I really appreciate that. That was so much fun. Yes, and thank you, Margaret and David. Happy anniversary, you guys.
Yes. And happy everything to the rest of you. Thank you so much for joining us. And we give thanks for you. Remember, we really do. We see you, we hear you, and we love you. That is true. We mean that here. So don't forget your importance, my friends, and let us continue to stay in the spirit of honesty as this week progresses, and reach out if you need. And again, thank you. We'll be back same time next week. Tell a friend and come off mute and say your goodbyes.
Bye, everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Everyone,
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody. Goodbye, Dave.
Bye.
Have a great
Goodbye,
week.
Margaret.
take care, y'all. Have a great
Bye.
week.
Thank you so much.
Love
Bye,
to
everyone.
all.
Good to see you.
Blessings.
Have a good week. Oh.
Thank you.
Likewise. Thank you.
Are you going, David and Margaret, are you going to post some more photos?
We have 2 more days yet. 2 more
Good.
days of photos. So
I love it. I
Where are
love
you guys? Are you guys on vacation or something?
We're on our front porch of our house in St. Paul, Minnesota.
St. Paul, Minnesota. I haven't been there since 1991. My goodness.
Wow.
and you can tell the sun has set during the service because you could see us at the start, and now we're robed in darkness and a little bit of cool. It was 90 at the start of service tonight, and it's probably still in the low 80s here, which is very unusual for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say. Wow.
Is it humid?
Not yet.
Yeah.
By August, it would be unbearable, but it's so.
Yeah. Yesterday was